Hello, I'm Dr. Nick, the incrementalist, and today we're going to be talking about sunshine. I'm in this gorgeous setting, and it's one that a lot of people are looking to find, and even if you're not lucky enough to be in this great circumstance, a lot of people are looking to expose themselves to the sun. We're all looking for this suntan. So I wanted to talk about some incremental steps that you should take anytime you go out into the sun. So you don't have to be in this fantastic setting. If you're going to be exposing yourself to the sun, there are three things that I want to talk about. The first is eye protection. Always wear sunglasses. It's extraordinarily important to expose or prevent the exposure in your eyes of the ultraviolet radiation. What that does is it induces cloudiness in our lens. That's cataracts. And the more sunshine you have, one of the things that we see in people overseas that are exposed to lots of sunshine is that they get cataracts earlier. So if you want to prevent cataracts from occurring, or at least reduce the speed with which you develop cataracts, make sure you wear good, proper UV protection for your eyes. The second thing you should be doing is wearing sunscreen. It is so important. It doesn't matter how much of a tan you want to get. And quite honestly, we know it's a straight line between exposure to the sun and the amount of skin cancer that people get. The Australians have done a fantastic job with this slip, slop, slap of applying sunscreen, covering up and doing all of those things. But a lot of people that don't come from that country are constantly trying to expose themselves to sun. And if you end up burning yourself, that's no different to burning yourself from exposure to a fire or heat. It's really damaging to the skin. So make sure to apply plenty of sunscreen. If you're going to be in the water, use waterproof sunscreen. And if you're not going to be in the water, you can use some of the less greasy versions. But importantly, you need to keep reapplying it. One of the new developments that we've seen is sunscreen that actually has a little bit of color so that you can see where it's going on. The spray sunscreen is good as well. That tends to be a little bit easier, but it still needs to be rubbed in, and it's incredibly important to keep doing it throughout the day, even if you're just going out for a small amount of time. And if you're in a sunny environment, you should incorporate that into your daily routine. It should be part of everything that you do. In fact, my wife wears sunscreen on her face every day. It's part of the foundation and the makeup that she puts on. And I would encourage you to think about doing something like that as well. And then the third thing, make sure to hydrate yourself. One of the things that the sun does is it dries us up. So what we do is we tend to sweat. That's one of the ways that we cool off. And the more you sweat, the more dehydrated you get. If you're feeling thirsty, you're not drinking enough fluid. So, rule number one, carry around some water with you. Water's the most preferable way to rehydrate yourself. You can use other liquids, but quite honestly, this is the best way of hydrating yourself. And make sure that you don't get thirsty. If you get thirsty, you've already gone over the level of dehydration that you ought to have and your body should have. It's really not good for you. Enjoy the sun, do so, but make sure you protect yourself. If I can ask a favor, if you like this video, if I could ask you to like it in the section below. If you didn't, or you've got some questions or things you'd like me to cover, leave it in the comments below and I'll be happy to take it on board. Otherwise, I'm Dr. Nick, I'm the incrementalist. Don't let perfection stand in the way of progress.